One. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bible Fun with the Duns. Today we're in Nehemiah chapter number 5. Let's get started.
Nehemiah 5 is pretty interesting. As Nehemiah is working side by side with his own people, with the Jews, he's getting to know them. They're doing life together. They're sharing life. They're sharing their concerns. They're talking about everything that you talk about when you have relationships and friendships. And as he gets to know these people, some of them share with him their concerns, and they are worried about having even the basic necessities of life, food and things to wear. And
You
they
sound
say,
like that bear from the Jungle Book.
the bare necessities. That's right. And so they're telling Nehemiah, these people are charging so much for food. Their very own leaders asking for so much from them that they don't even know where their next meal is going to come from. Some of them have had to sell their vineyards, the very way that they can make a living. They've had to sell their homes, and worse than that, they've even had to sell their own kids into slavery so that they could provide food for their family. And Nehemiah's mind is blown. He did not know this. He's been living in the king's quarters. He's been living away from his people and living the good life. He didn't have these struggles and these concerns until he started doing life with his people. And he is appalled, and he goes to the leaders, the Jewish leaders, and he's saying, my goodness, guys, you're doing this to your very own people. It's one thing when we are in exile and we're under the rule of other people, of strangers, of other countries, but for our own people, God's people, the Jews, to be doing this to their very own, this is wrong. And he tells them, you have got to quit taxing them extra, charging them extra for these things. You have got to stop taking their vineyards and their homes. You've got to give them back. And he said, if you don't do this, we will answer for the way that we are treating the poor. You will answer for this. And the leaders sit there, and this is how we know that God is involved. And the leaders are like, oops, you're right. We'll stop, And so the leaders agree with Nehemiah, and they say, we'll do all these things. We'll give them their money back. We'll give them their fields back. We'll give them their children back. And we will start charging fair prices for food and for all those things. And Nehemiah did this big act of drama, of shaking his robes out. And he said, basically, this is an example. What would you say? A show? Not a show. A play showing them what God would do to them. He would shake them and sift them and weigh them out if they did not live up to this promise that they made, to not charge people too much, to treat these people better. And so hopefully this will be a good change for the Jews, for God's people. And so as I read this chapter, I look at it and I have lots of takeaways. Right now I'm reading a book called Find Your People. And so I see that Nehemiah was clueless about his very own people, his own people group, until he gathered with them, until he worked side by side doing life together with these people. He had no idea who they were, what they struggled with, what they needed, until he started doing life with people. And so as I read this, I just want us all to think, who are we in this story? Are we the poor people? Are we someone who is isolated and doesn't do life with people, that we don't even know the needs of those around us?
A hermit.
Are we a leader who is mistreating the poor? Are we someone like that? Or are we someone like Nehemiah, that we have these people around us and God wants us to be the voice to speak up for them and to help take care of them and help meet those needs? So pray to God today and ask him who you are in this story. If there's anything he's calling you to do, whether it's meeting with people, whether it's helping the people around you have their needs met, or whether it's how you treat people, maybe that needs to change. All right, friends, this is a good chapter today. Jax, do you have anything you want to share?
Nope.
Thumbs up, huh?
It was a good chapter.
It was a good chapter, and I can't wait to see where we pick up tomorrow in chapter 6. We'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.